22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to throw Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Parker Washington. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Easy, Ralph.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Oh, a heck of a move. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another 1st down there.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Rip, 20,
On play action, Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Easy. Read him. Read him 54.
On the ground with a tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey.
Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Hey, run. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
Richardson on the bootleg here. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A quick throw, but incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Richardson looking to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete.
It's Ward. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now a give right side. Calhoun. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Decent 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On red.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there to force the incompletion.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, come on, let's go now.
They go play action with Richardson.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Panthers 50, Panthers. Go check.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Richardson sacked.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Richardson looking to throw this.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
7-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Ramsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Richardson going to move him around.
Richardson now throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Ward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
think he put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ramsey. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Trayvon Walker
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the go.
Now it's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
They go play action with Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Under pressure, they got him again.
JT Tuimoloau providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is taken at the 18.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Lawrence. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Left thing, 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Halftime coming up. Let's get you.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Calhoun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here we go.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Calhoun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll start by running the option to the lane. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Rip,
First and
23.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, tomato.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At their own 26.
Red. Hut. Hey, Soko, it's a hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
A loss of 7. It's fourth down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Come on.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw left side, caught here by Ward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Lawrence from his end zone.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence will throw.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
And they'll begin by running the option. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one too low. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 41.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Lion.
1st and 10 at the.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Vance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now a give, right side. Calhoun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Spinning away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Vance. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.